Hello, everybody. Welcome here to the WWE Network. My thoughts on the WWE Network and sort of the uh, my reviews, sort of stuff that's announced, just in case you missed it. So you won't have to watch the whole 2-hour thing. Just gonna shorten it up. I'm gonna mention the important stuff. I'm not gonna mention every single last detail, but so yeah. They started off with playing a video and stuff. Vince McMahon came out, said, "Oh, this is the WWE Network." Then, and then somebody else came out. She's not on television regularly, so I don't know who she is. Um, but it, but the WWE Network is going to offer 24/7 streaming service with live content and a video on. Sorry, I have the hiccups. Kind of a bad time to upload when you have the hiccups. And a video on demand library. The network will include all 12 WWE pay-per-view events, including WrestleMania. There will be groundbreaking shows, pre and post Raw and SmackDown shows, and eventually a daily studio show. So she did say eventually. I'm reading off somebody else's notes. ProWrestling.net. Yeah. So, but yeah, they took notes on the whole thing, and I'm just reading off what they said, so I don't miss anything. But it's still gonna be my thoughts. Now notice that she said eventually a daily studio show. So we're not going to see it originally, uh, when the network goes live. So I just want to point that out. Um, so yeah, the launch will include video on demand access to every WWE, WCW, and ECW pay-per-view. That is one of my favorite parts about the network because if I just want to sit down and watch a random match, I could because I could just go to a random pay-per-view on on one of the three. It did not say WWF, so I don't know if there's not going to be any of the WWF pay-per-views, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Maybe they're just not mentioning the name or something. I don't know. They then said that the price will be $9.99 a month, which is basically $10. It will be available on laptops, Xbox 360, Roku, Amazon Kindle, the Kindle Fire, PlayStation 3 and 4, and more items. Uh, I'm surprised that they got it to Roku. Like that's taking it a step further. I'm also surprised that they got to the Kindle Fire. Like that's you got it to Kindle Fire. That's sick. They did not according to these notes, they did not mention Xbox One. Don't get me wrong. I watched the podcast myself, or not the podcast. What am I thinking? I watched the live stream myself, and I do think they mentioned Xbox One at one point, but I don't know. Maybe I was hearing stuff. All right. By the way, this is my prediction on the main event for Elimination Chamber. You'll see. You'll see why in a minute. Uh. uh. So then. So So it would be available in the U.S. But then it will be available in other countries in late 2014, early 2015. So other people who watch WWE, you're gonna have to wait about really a full year, and and I'll tell you when it's coming out, and it's once we get to that point, but so yeah, um. So yeah, she also or Stephanie was out at this point, and announced that NXT will be on the network, and and there was like a video clip for for NXT. I don't know why they had to show that because everybody knows NXT, but you know, it is what it is. All right, so this guy let his thoughts know. Here's I'm gonna let my thoughts know. Be known. Anyways, by here, I was already like crazed out because of the $10 per month. I mean, even WrestleMania, and they didn't mention it here, but they showed like a graph on like how it's normally $675 for $55 a pay-per-view every year, but now it's like $100 to buy a pay-per-view, to buy, all six pay-per-views and stuff. So yeah. Uh so yeah, they didn't mention it here, but I'm pretty sure WWE Superstars is also going to be on there which makes what do they call it? Which makes oh yeah, that's what it's called. That makes Hulu Plus irrelevant to stream WWE content on. So anyways, that then D-Generation X came out, and oh wait no, I skipped a part. They set up something for a new reality show called WWE Legends House, and I think it's the corniest thing ever. I'll watch like a couple of episodes, and if it's funny, I'll keep going. But I think it's one of the weirdest things ever that they would do that. but it's basically a show where like it's 10 or 15, probably 10 because 10 would make more sense. So it's 10 WWE legends and they all live in one house and there's cameras. So that's all. And I mean, like, I thought that was the corniest thing ever, but what you gonna do? Anyways, after that, they WrestleMania Rewind was introduced, and it's basically you can watch WrestleMania rematches, or not rematches, but just matches, and then you can hear other superstars' thoughts on them. Not something I'll be watching since I'm not really a fan of that. Watching with like other people commentating and stuff. So yeah. After that, D-Generation X came out. They were throwing glow sticks in the crowd, which I thought was the funniest thing ever. As Orton and Cena are going at it via roll up. So I keep pausing. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, they came in. They said WWE Countdown. It's basically WWE Countdown is basically like it lets fans know about not they don't let it know, but they let them discuss about their thoughts on the top 10 tag teams, champions, most over superstars. We're probably not going to do that. Best heels, probably not going to do that either, but so anyways, Alright. I'm sorry about the long pause. Alright, so there's comedy. Oh yeah. So there's a Monday Night Wars television show, and everybody knows this is about WCW and WWE having their Monday Night Wars and all that. Sorry about the long pause, but this is about them having their Monday Night Wars and all that, and it's basically all the moments that WCW invaded WWE and WWE invaded WCW, or at least it looks that way. So hopefully it isn't. Anyways, after that, uh, Steve Austin came out. He said some stuff. Uh, I don't know. I don't know. So after this, I stopped watching because it was about 10 o'clock and I had school the next day, so I didn't feel like staying up late to watch it. So all I say from now on is from the ProWrestling.net there and their thing. Uh, so then it's so it started by showing some options you can do with the WWE Network with like um you can start you can do stuff from the start and not having it to do from like the one like there's gonna be basically it's basically like television. There's gonna be different shows at each time. I'm sorry I didn't mention this, but yeah, it's basically gonna be television shows. There's gonna be different things at all times, and Michael Cole made a video on WWE, the not the app, but but on the not the app, but the YouTube channel. I keep forgetting words. I'm sorry. But so they so he made a video on the YouTube channel, and it'll show you there. It's too hard for me to explain, but it's basically there's gonna be different shows at different times and that. That's all. That's all I can say. I can't think of it being any more than that. Anyways, so yeah, there'll also be a remind me button, which means like whenever that show comes on the network, it'll like send you an email or a text or something, and I just ripped something off my microphone. But yeah, it'll show you like but it'll give you like a tweet or a text or maybe like a email or something that'll remind you to see that because you press the remind me button. So anyways, so apparently Miller, whoever Miller is, Perkins Miller, sorry about that, Mr. Miller. um he and he did and he stammered intentionally on a play on Michael Bay's CES Meltdown, which, if you haven't seen it, watch it. It is the funniest thing ever. I don't even feel bad for that guy because that guy totally realized. You know what? I'll talk about it in another video. I don't care. I'm not gonna get into it. This is a WWE Network interview. Wow, I thought it was going for 25 minutes. It's 13 minutes in the thing. All right. So then DX came out, called him Michael Bay, and said, "Let the professionals take over." Sean said, "All these technical guys, show it's done." I don't know. I'm just skimming through the thing. So anyways, yeah, a whole bunch of random stuff happened, and I don't understand. But, so, John Cena was the last person to show up to the show, and he was like, and he said that the network would launch as soon as Raw ended, which means 11:05, or 11:06, one of the two numbers. One of the two numbers on February 24th, not 14th, 24th. Don't get that wrong. But yeah, February 24th, 11:05 p.m. is the start of the WWE Network. And then he showed this countdown clock, and he said, "This countdown clock will be on every WWE show." on Monday Night Raw. It will be on SmackDown. It will be on all that crap. It'll be on the pay-per-view, I think he said. And he said, and I quote, "When that clock strikes 0, sports entertainment will change forever." And entertainment. I'm sorry. Yeah. So yeah, February 24th. I would have to look to see if that was after. I would have to look to see if that was after the the night after Elimination Chamber, but you know, I don't know. So yeah, the first pay-per-view to air live on the network will be WrestleMania 30. That's what made it say that that was a big thing. That was sort of the big thing that made people say, "Oh, it's gonna be after the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view." So that is how they closed off the show. I hope this isn't long. Yep, wasn't long, but there was a brief pause. Brief pauses. Sorry. And again, I'm sorry about that. It's just me being me in front of peoples that aren't actually in front of me. Anyways, I will see you all later.